Hey YouTube, Prof Sales. What's up, everybody? Hope you are having a good one. Let's get this set up so we can see what's going on here. Check my sound on the live stream. Let's try this. How about now? Let me know how that sounds. Sounds. Perfect. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. I'd already have 2 negatives. The haters are out in full force. It's amazing. I know. There's some people out there, I guess, in the world who just they just don't like who they are, so they want to make everybody else miserable. They think it'll make them feel better, I guess. But you gotta laugh. All right, guys. So with you once again. Today is day 3 of this push for 5,000 listings. So I'm excited about that. I'm almost my first month. So maybe I'll try to do some sort of month recap once we get to 30 days. And, we'll just see kind of, share, what my findings and learnings have been so far. But all right, so there's a bunch of people in the chat already, 10 people on. That's awesome. Rescued Relics, Cynthia, what's up? Susanna, Karen, hello. Mike is in the house. Yvette is here listing jeans. That's cool. That's good to hear. Like to hear that. So let me share with you kind of what my day has been so far. And then we'll go into the results here. We'll give everybody a few more minutes to get in the room. The reason I'm on a little bit later today, actually, Vet had sent me a message asking if I was coming on, and I said yes, but I was actually out doing a little sourcing. I decided to hit a few stores today just because our schedule, Karen and I schedule the next couple weeks is going to be a little wacky in terms of our sourcing days. And, we're plowing through these jeans we've got. So, we're going to be needing more very, very shortly. So I decided to go do some sourcing today. I haven't really hit my local Goodwills and other stops for a couple weeks now because I was out of town hitting stops and so on. But so I went to one store that's just about 3 or 4 miles from me, as well as a Burlington coat factory, as well as a post office. All 3 of those things are close together. So I was able to drop off my packages, go to Burlington. Did not find anything in Burlington. Almost popped on a couple jeans there, but it was just a little bit more than I wanted to pay. And they all were new. A lot of, what was it, Izod there? Yeah, it was nothing really crazy in jeans, crazy value. So I decided to pass on those. Went to the Goodwill, which is right near there as well, and bought 7 pair. I hadn't been in that store in a while. It was really weird because the first couple racks I went through were just, they just weren't good. I mean, every pair that I picked up that I liked had something massively wrong with it. And we haven't talked about that other than maybe just kind of touched on it, but there are a few things for me that I will just not buy a pair of jeans no matter what if these things are wrong. And let me explain what those are. First of all is belt loops. If there's a belt loop that's missing or broken, I don't pick it up. You know, I mean, true, you can definitely sell those items still, but I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with somebody saying, hey, I didn't even realize this didn't have a belt loop, and they're going to return it, and just don't even fool with it. I guess if it was really, really high end, maybe I would, but I just don't. Two, if there's holes in the jeans, really kind of holes anywhere, even at the cuffs, or pieces kind of chewed out of them, I consider that a hole as well. I just don't buy those. Three, heavy wear, even on the cuffs, but other places too. If there's big spots or stains, I don't fool with it. Now, I will say on spots and stains, guys, be careful, because if you're sourcing at Goodwill, there's what I call Goodwill dust that gets on the jeans, and that's basically just the jeans have fallen on the floor and they picked up lint and the dust that's on the bottom of the floor, and you can just brush that usually right off, and it'll come right off. You don't have to wash it or anything like that. That's different. I'm talking about an actual stain that you cannot remove, but Goodwill dust you can remove. Let me see. What else would be a no-brainer? The crotch rot that Karin likes to talk about. I don't buy it if they have that. I just don't. It's just disgusting, and I don't want to deal with it. And let's see. Would that be it? If anything else is massively wrong with the jeans, like it's missing a zipper, the pockets are coming off. We did just list some, I think, with one corner of the label was missing the thread, but we did go ahead and because it kind of the way the label laid, it wasn't a big deal, and I wasn't even real comfortable with that, honestly. But we did list that. We missed that in the store apparently, or overlooked it. And when we got it here, we decided to go ahead and list that one, but we'll see. But there's just certain things with jeans, and all these jeans at this Goodwill I was at, every pair I picked up, it seemed like for the first, I don't know, couple hundred that I went through were like that. It was just crazy. But I did still find 7 pair at that one. And then I decided to move on to another Goodwill that I hadn't been to for a while. Oh, and the cool thing here locally, I forgot to mention is, our Goodwills right now are running a back to school sale this week. So if you spend $20, you get 20% off. So that's huge savings. That I don't know that I would necessarily pick up different brands just because of that. I mean, 20% off of $5 is just $1, but it's a nice little bonus to pay a little bit less for them. I really did appreciate it. So, that was cool. But I went to another store that has always been really good to me in terms of jeans, and did find 10 pair at that store. So 17 between the two. And I found this is what I always like finding. These are harder to find, obviously. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know this, but I love, there's one pair of jeans that you will catch on sale at Nordstrom Rack, but it's not often that the sale price is low enough to really pick up the jeans, because what Nordstrom Rack will do is Nordstrom Rack will artificially create a comparison price. And they'll say, hey, compare at $150, and now they're on sale for $50. And you'll think you're getting a good deal, but you're really not. They maybe really are only worth $80 new, and buying them for $50, there's not a lot of meat on the bone. But occasionally Nordstrom Rack will go really heavy with the discounts. So I did pick up, and I think these are a 34 length. This pair of nice, let me see if I can make sure I'm looking at my screen here so I can make sure I'm showing you the right thing. This pair of nice Rock Revivals. New with tags, obviously. They are a size 32 and is the waist. These are the Johanna boot. And it looks to me, just kind of looking at the length, I think they're about a 34 length. They might even be a 36. Which that would be amazing if they are, because that would be very unusual, that length and size. But Nordstrom had them marked down as you can see, to see if you can see that or not, $28 basically. So good deal. I think, looking at the pricing and so on, these should sell for about 70. They are new with tags, like I said. They were probably originally, over $100, but they're new. They're in great shape. They're cool looking. I wish I could wear them actually, but Rock Revival is a good brand, period. But what's funny is Nordstrom had probably 50 pair of Rock Revivals on sale or marked down. They were marked down, but every single pair was marked down to $59, basically, right around there, 59 and some change. And at $60, you just don't really have a lot of meat on the bone there in terms of flipping them. So we'll see. Mike says he'd go for 90. I start my used great conditions at 67. Yeah, Mike, and I might, now thinking about it, if they're really a 36 length, I mean, that's a strange size combo, like 32, 36. But they're actually women's. So, go figure. But I almost think it was a mistake they marked these down because every other pair was $60. At $60, I wasn't really going to pop on them, just not enough there. But at $30, 20, or to be precise, $28 basically. So, yeah, that's big for Rock Revival. I know, right? It was just really weird. And they were the only ones. And the funny thing is, Mike, they were in the men's section hanging on a circular rack, along with a lot of Rock Revivals. Yeah, I mean, the solds on them look really good on eBay. So I might actually go high. I mean, you might be right. $90. If we, Mike, let's see what our sales calc tells us on those. At a $90 sell price and a cost of about $30 with tax, let's see, that would net $48 profit, $48.81 on those jeans, which is awesome. One of the things I do when I go into a store like Nordstrom Rack and I'm looking for those higher end brands, I will put in my sales calc, I want to make 100% return on my investment, basically. So if I'm going to spend $30, I want to net $30. That's kind of my thinking. So you can always go in, research a brand. If you're going to buy something for $30 and it's going to sell for 90, you can put that in sales calc and say, all right, well, tell me what, after the fees and everything, what am I going to make? And for me, my rule of thumb is if I'm going to net as much as I'm going to spend, it's a snap buy. Every time, I don't care what it is, I'll do it. But what you don't want to get into is you're buying a bunch of items for $30 and you're selling them for, say, maybe 50. Because here's the reality. Here's the reality, guys. If you, I'm gonna put that in just for shits and giggles. I'm sorry. Can I cuss on the internet? I don't know that I can. So if your cost of acquisition was $30 and you could sell the item for 50 plus $6.50 shipping, we'll say even, so $56.50 total, you would only net $13.57. You're risking 30 to net under $14. I don't like that return, especially not having to risk $30 for it, if that makes any sense. I would want to, if I'm going to spend 30, I want to net 30. No, Mike, they're longer than 32 tall. They're like 36. I mean, I wear 32 and they are way too long for me. So we'll see kind of, Cheryl says you can, as long as you mark in the description. I'm definitely going to put in the description the inseam, obviously, and make sure that people, know the length, because that's important in this case. But, if there's a woman out there or even a man, I mean, a man can wear these. Who cares, right? Men wear women's, women's wear men's. You can't. Oh, Mark for swearing. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. Is that eBay sales calc a mobile app? It is, Vegas, but you can also find it online. Let me look it up real quick, and I'll type in the eBay. I think it maybe does some other e-commerce platforms too. I'm gonna look it up real quick, and I'll post the link to it here in the chat box. It's a free app, anything, but it's really cool. It's here at let me click on it. Yeah, it's at oh, I meant 32 waist tall, 36 inch seam is great. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, if I'm spending 30, I want to sell it for triple at least. Yeah, and that makes Mike's right. So, you know, that whole 3X rule, you're going to pay about a third in fees. You're going to pay a third to buy it, and you're going to net a third. And it works out. Let me post this for Vegas Flips here. Yeah, so that's the link, salescalc.com, and there are mobile apps for it as well. App, it's free. You can go in, you can customize it to your specific position in terms of like, are you have a stored, are you top rated, whatever. So anyway, Mark says he bought a couple of new Tag men's diesels for $50 each. Yeah, that probably works, Mark. I mean, actual dollars too. I mean, if you're marketing them for 50 and you can sell them for say like 120, 150, even if it was only 120, I mean, you'd still make a lot of dollars on that. Anyway, are they bunched jeans? Some had long jeans and pushed up on calf to bunch them. That's a great question, Cheryl, and I don't know. I'm going to have to look and see if that's the case. I'm not a rock revival expert, just mainly because I don't get that many of them. So I will check that out and see if they are a bunch jean. That would make sense if they are, actually. That would make a lot of sense. Hey guys, 32 people watching, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button. We've got about 9 likes so far, and if you're getting something out of this, hit the like and let me know that you're enjoying the content and so on. So that was my finds outsourcing. So I picked up 18 pair, nothing crazy. Didn't really spend that much for them because I got, discount on the 2 Goodwill stores. The 17 I got basically for 20, those 17 pair I got for 20% off each one, which was nice. And that sale lasts a couple more days. So I'm going to try to hit the rest of my stores around here and take advantage of that 20% off sale. I don't remember them doing that last year. Maybe they did. I don't remember it. So anyway, what else was I going to tell you? Too crazy besides that, sourcing wise, it was looked for Amazon items as well, did not find anything. Oh, I had a scammer today. So here's an interesting little scam that came up. I got a message on eBay from someone, and it was from another a buyer or person on eBay. And basically the message said, hey, so somebody is ripping off your photos and using them on their website. I thought you'd want to know. I reported them to eBay, and here's the link with the report that I made. Now, this report link said something like, how do they put it? Let me pull it back up just so I can tell you what it is. I don't want you guys to have to deal with this. Crash. Well, I've actually already deleted the message because I didn't want to mess around with this. Basically, they said that, hey, your pictures have been stolen, and I've reported it for you, and here's a link to it. But here's the thing, guys. This person who reported this only had a feedback of 3. So they were, that made me suspicious. And the link said something like eBay safe or ebaysafety.com, and I didn't click on it. And the person was trying to scam me who sent me the message and get me to click on the link. And who knows where that would have gone to, or what sort of malware it would have had, or viruses, or who knows. So be careful, guys. If you get a message like that, and apparently this one's going around saying, hey, your pictures have been, and I've reported to eBay, and here's the link with the report. Don't click on the link. eBay, first of all, you could just go to eBay and ask, or you could do it yourself, but don't click on a link anyone sends you. And the person had a feedback of 3 and been on eBay since like 2015, late 2015. Sure, it's not probably really going to matter if I tell you who it is or not, the user, because they'll probably just keep creating accounts to do whatever it is their scam is. But be wary, guys. They're out there and they're trying to pull one over on you. So anyway, so I'd share that with you. Bunch of questions and people came to the room, and I probably missed some of these. It's cool. Want to toy with it. I like looking at the numbers and 99 cents pair. Yeah, exactly. Vegas. I mean, you can find out what you'll make or not make. What's up, Lonnie? Says, as you get more jeans listed in a larger sample size, how closely will you link your selling price, sell-through rate? Like if your sell-through rate goes close to 2, will you use as an indication to raise prices? That's a good question. Lonnie's saying, if my selling rate is higher than I thought it was, will I end up raising prices? I guess it kind of depends on what my margin is. If my margin is high enough, I don't think I necessarily will. I would rather have that great sell-through rate and have that be a nice problem to have. But I could foresee, just maybe holding prices a little bit longer, because I kind of have a decreasing price schedule that I'm doing right now, Lonnie. So it's possible I'll do that. I'll just hold the prices a little bit longer instead of lower them every 30 days for a few months. I might hold them for an extra month or so. Does that make sense? But that's a good question. I hadn't really thought about it, honestly, but that would be my initial reaction. I have to give that a little more thought. Been crazy working on Amazon, bought 900 DVDs, Emily says, for 150 bucks. 150 were sealed and many out of print. Well, now, Emily, now that's a great question, though. Are you DVDs? Because Amazon, that's a restricted category for a lot of DVDs on Amazon. There are some. So, you might want to check that, make sure the Amazon seller app obviously will tell you if they're restricted or not. And maybe you're already not restricted. Maybe you're ungated in DVDs. So how do you set a target sell-through rate? Is that even a real number we should look at? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, Lonnie was finishing his question. Yeah, Lonnie, I had that sell-through rate of just over 1% last year when I was first started selling jeans a lot. And it pretty much held true for a good 6 months, 7 months. So we'll see if it holds. It's all I got to go on, man. I don't know. I mean, it's a great question, but there's so many variables that go into it. It's really hard to figure it out. What brands sell the best from your experience? Levi's, Jessica. Plain and simple. Most listings, most sold. There's a quick and easy question. There's more to it than that. Mike, have you ever seen of Levi's Red? Yeah, Mark sent me that email. Mark, there's a website about, if you Google Levi's Red, Levi's has a levisred.com. I don't know that's the exact website, but they will tell you more about that. Mike says, give it Jessica. What do you think they are? Oh, sorry. I'm way behind. These questions are coming in quick. Yvette says she got it last month. My computer warned me. Yep. eBay said to click on the link. Great. Good job, eBay. That's funny. Interesting scam, creative, but scary. Probably would have given permissions to your eBay. I know, right? It would be a great problem. Exactly, Lonnie, you're right. Looks like they're inspired by older styles. Levi's Red. Yep, that's what I found too. Oh, she's ungated for under $35 retail DVDs. Good for you, Emily. You need to come on the show one night and tell us how you got ungated in DVDs. I've heard that's not that easy to do, but you apparently have figured it out. Asking me, Jason, because I don't really sell all the same thing to get a handle on those types of measures. Got to run. Enjoy, man. Thanks, Lonnie. Have a good one, buddy. Emily, did you get ungated? Were you grandfathered in? Yeah, that could be. And Levi's, like you said, American Eagle for women. Yeah, it's funny, Mike, you say that, because when I'm out with Karin, I'll see somebody and I'll look at their butt to see what kind of jeans they're wearing. And at first she kind of gave me this look like she's rolling her eyes, and she's like, is he checking her out? But I really was just looking to see what jeans they wear. And I don't know, product research. Can I get away with that one, Karin? I don't know if you're still listening. Oh, that was funny. Guys, thank you very much. Man, that's awesome. Hey, let's get to the numbers, right? What do you say? I'll show you what happened yesterday and show you where I'm at and where I'm going. All right, so let me do a quick screen share. King Flip says, I like your research tactics, right? Oh, hold on. Let me get this thing to come up. Come on. And we're going to try to share one spreadsheet to rule them all. All right, guys. So yesterday was August 9th. You can see down here, good day of sales, 8 pair of jeans, which is the highest number of jeans since we started this 23 days ago. A total of $191 in gross sales, estimated COGS of $42.8, shipping $47. So a net of about $76 yesterday, which is really good. $9.52 net per jean, which is also good. That's close to that $10 average. I'm looking to hit 1.37 sell-through percent, which is awesome. And sell to list was really good on the day. Did find 2 more defects last night, actually 3 total. So we're up to about 10 of those. Karin's really good at finding defects. And, you know, these have just been ones we really, I mean, we could sell them, but just not going to do it. She got 11 photos and then 10 photos done, 2 different batches yesterday. So 21. I got 13 listed, which was really actually 1 short. If you guys remember, I want to take the previous day's results, which was 2, which was crappy, and add 12 to that, which would have been 14. I listed 13. So today I've got to get 22 listed, 14 plus 8. So that's a big change. 586 listings total coming into the day. Up here, you can see our total numbers, almost at 2,000 in sales for the month in just jeans, 85 sold, listed, which makes a sell to list ratio of 57. I need this number to just keep on dropping. Net per jean is $9.08. Net on jeans for this month is $771 net after cost of goods and eBay fees. So, you know, not bad. We're on our way. It's going to be so cool to look at this like a month from now, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, and just see, or if they change. So a great day yesterday, the best day I've had in the total number of jeans sold and the amount of gross and the amount of net. So that's a sign of things to come. Obviously, I'm going to continue listing today. I've got to get 20 jeans up today. I've got Karin's got about 21 photos ready for me. So I've got enough photos to just make it. And, you know, I bought about 17, what did I buy? 18 pair today. So that'll give us some more for the next set of listings. So a good day, real good day. All right. So let me come back and we'll finish this up. And where are you? So let's see. eBay video says, why doesn't it show my name and where? You probably have to be on Google Plus eBay videos, I believe. It's not true, Mike. I just read what you said. Videos. Okay, you guys will figure that out. You have to go into Google Plus. Do you have any overstock, or are you basically waiting to get out to thrift every day? I do have overstock. Let me, if you can look over my left shoulder, all those are the ones that are waiting to get listed. That's probably, I got about, with what I bought, those and what I bought today, I got about 80 that need to get in the pipeline and get photographed and listed. And I also have a stack, you can't see it, but I have a stack right over here on the other corner of my desk that's about, 30, maybe 40 pair that have slight defects or what have you, then I'm going to try to flip locally. they're wearable. All of them are wearable. They're not crazy, issues with them, but I just don't think they're saleable. So I've had luck in the past selling those as a bulk, and I'm going to try that again. And whatever I don't sell, I will probably donate back to Goodwill. Go to very often, so I don't buy them again, and just take a tax deduction for the donation. So, I mean, I could just, I guess there's probably some other way I could sell them, but I just want to get them gone and move on, get something back out of them if I can. Seems like the last time I did this, I had about 50 or so before I listed them. And I've talked about this before. You can list them on, Craigslist or OfferUp and sell them in bulk. You can list the brand names, so people who are doing searches will find the brand name and catch your listing, and then just say, hey, I want to buy. And I actually sold a bunch to a lady right out of the we met at like a grocery store or something, and she actually just went through them and bought a bunch of them. She bought I don't remember how many she bought. She bought maybe like 30, something like that. So Utah says, do you ever sell kids jeans? Not really, Utah. There's nothing wrong with selling kids jeans, but they don't command the same price that adult jeans do. And, I guess there's all kinds of reasons for that. If you could get them cheap enough, sure. But cheap enough, they're only $1 cheaper locally for me. So, they're not really, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just don't focus on them. I don't know the market as well for those either. I'd have to learn. I mean, I could, but I don't know. They would be easier to store. They tend to be smaller. Sometimes I'll pick ones up if I'm not careful by mistake. There's Levi that will come that way sometimes, and it'll fool you, and it's actually a kid's pair of jeans, and it looks like it'll say something like 2828 in really little type. I can't remember the model number it is, but it will fool you into thinking that it's an adult, and it's really not. It's just it's a kid's pair. So you got to watch those. A bunch of them out there. There's a bunch of girls' jeans that get mixed in with the women's jeans all the time. I find them all the time. You can usually tell because kids' jeans are usually, especially girls, are usually in odd number sizes. Always true. Sometimes those are juniors. There are some brands that size with odd numbers like Fagas. I mean, it's just, you learn in jeans just like anything else. There's no hard and fast rule that applies to everything. I found a cool brand today, by the way. I found a cool brand. I did not pick up the pair of jeans, and the only reason I didn't pick them up was because they had an issue with them. But if you guys find them, I would probably pick them up. I went online and I looked at the I did the quick research. I looked at the I looked at the pre-owned jeans and the sell-through. And this is a brand I will probably pick up if I see them again in good condition and good sizes. The brand is 1921. 1921 jeans. I had not seen them before. I think they're Western Glove Works, which if that's true, that's the same people that make silver jeans, if I'm not mistaken. Company, but they were really cool looking. And some go for good money and some don't go quite as well, but there's some that go really nice prices. So 1921 jeans, there's a brand for you if you see them. Things on eBay. Not a ton of solds. When I looked up solds and pre-owned, it only came up with 53 results. And it looks like maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 pairs sell a day on eBay. So not a huge sell-through, maybe 2. But they were cool, and I'd probably get them if I see them again. And just these, I was ready to get them, and then right at the last minute, I realized they had a hole right at the bottom in both cuffs. And it's almost like it had to be done intentionally. Like somebody was wearing them. I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine why that hole was there. Maybe for something to do with a motorcycle or a bike. I have no idea. But 1921 jeans. So there's a brand for you if you see them. Not a huge market, but so anyway. I wish I could have got them. Man, I saw so many today that I could have gotten, but they just had issues. I mean, they had a subscription. They had so many issues. I heard that this weekend. I'm going to keep using that. A good day. Yesterday was a great day in sales. I was really happy with it. So today I've got to get on my game and get these listed. Just 20 today. So Biscayne Kid says people buy bell-bottom jeans these days, but they don't really call them bell-bottoms anymore, Biscayne. There'll be more like a flare. But you'll still see some bell-bottoms out there occasionally. Yeah, I mean, Twisted says, yeah, bell-bottom, flare, trendy. Yeah, I mean, flare have been around for a long time. Bell-bottoms, I mean, they're kind of similar in the way they're cut. I don't know that there's really a lot of distinction between bell-bottom and flare. There probably is, technically speaking, but they look similar. So yeah, I mean, there's a retro-ish market always out there in jeans too. And there's a lot of people out there who like older looks, whether it's from the 90s or the 80s or the 70s or what have you. And yeah, I mean, if I was listing a pair of bell-bottom jeans, I would put bell-bottom in the search in the title for sure, because you want that person to look at them. Yvonne says, I always wear my flares. I'm from the 70s. Well, there you go. Yvonne wears flares. But yeah, and flare is still well-liked fit. You know, but interesting, guys. If you get into selling a lot of jeans, you're going to find this. And you find a pair of jeans and you don't know what the fit is. Out or it's not in the pair of jeans. What do you put and why? So that should be a subject for another show. And maybe we will do that at some point. And Mike and I could probably have a good discussion about that as well, because that comes up quite a bit. You will buy a pair of jeans and they'll be a good size, like, you know, hey, these are a 12 long, which is a good size, right? A lot of women are size 12 and there's not a lot of longs out there. So what are they? Are they classic? Are they skinny? Are they straight leg? Are they flare? Are they boot cut? Are they, you know, what are they? So that's a good topic for discussion, and you need to think about that. When in doubt, don't put anything, would be my advice to you. But there are ways you can look at the way they're cut at the bottom and the leg opening and sort of figure that out. So a good guess at it. And I will do that from time to time. So, all right. So anyway, bet few remember elephant pants. Yeah. Yeah, now I got to pay up for dead stock. Yeah, and jeans. Yeah, it's so funny how jeans change, but they don't change. They just recycle basically. So anyway, all right, guys. Well, look, 44 people are on, which is awesome, and I hate to end that, but you know what? Prof Sales has got to get busy because there's a lot of listing that has to be done. I'll be home before you know it, even though she's kind of a short timer now at her job. But so we definitely got some work to do tonight and keep getting this going. I'm looking to, let's see, 600 jean listings here, guys, by the end of the week. I should be at it, or if not above it. So that'll be another little milestone. Somebody was talking to me yesterday about milestones and wants to celebrate. So every 100 is a nice milestone to get to, right? So, you know, that's going to be a little short-term celebration when I get up over 600 listings and just jeans, and, you know, upward and onward. But I do appreciate you guys coming on. I love the discussion. Big crowd today, which is awesome. I like this time of day. Lots of likes. If you guys did like the content, please hit the like button on your way out, and leave me a comment after this post. And, you know, as I always say, I try to answer them all, try to respond back best I can, and keep up with you guys. And I just love this community. Love all you guys. So you make it so enjoyable, honestly. All right, kids. Well, I'm going to head out and get back to work, and you should do the same thing, right? Some of you get busy. Actually, I know a lot of you are listening while you're doing it. So you're multitasking. And I do appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. And I will see you, I'm sure, tomorrow. And as always, guys, this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you.